This is the expert's guide to clipping masks, so if you aren't already comfortable with clipping masks, please go back and watch my beginner's guide before watching this video. So first I'm going to talk about the appearance of this mask. So I already have the appearance I want for my circle. I'm going to mask my artwork into it, but when I create the mask, I lose my appearance. So what I originally started doing when I was just learning Illustrator is I would copy that mask object, place it in the back, and then add the appearance. But I'd always run into this problem that the artwork bleeds over into the width of the stroke. So I thought, okay, well, I'll copy that, get rid of the stroke, paste it in front, get rid of the fill. Now it looks exactly how I want, but I have three separate objects that I have to worry about. And if I ever adjust the shape of that mask, I'm gonna have to adjust it 3 times or keep copying and pasting every time. So anyway, I'll just delete those. You can just apply an appearance directly to the mask, and it does that stacking order exactly how you would want it to. That the mask fill is in the very back, mask stroke is in the very front, and all of your artwork is sandwiched in between. So it looks great, but that's a lot of extra steps to have to reapply that appearance every time you turn an object into a mask. So my preferred method that I have found is the draw inside mode. So select your artwork, I'll cut it, then I'll select my mask, and I just hit Shift D twice. So Shift D, you'll see these dotted corners come up. I switched the draw mode to draw inside. So you can find it down here underneath the swatches if you aren't a keyboard shortcut kind of person. But now there's 2 ways that I can just paste the artwork directly in. If I just hit Command V, it just centers to the mask, but I already had it positioned where I wanted it, so I'm going to hit Command Shift V, paste it in place inside the mask. Once I have the artwork placed, I'll hit Shift D again, remove those dotted corners. Now I'm in normal draw mode. So for this object, it's not positioned over the mask where I want it. I just want it centered, so I'll cut it, select the mask, Shift D, D, and just hit Command V, and it'll center it for me. So that's a huge time saver for me. Another problem I had with masks with appearance is it has a fill, but you can't select the mask by the fill. You have to select it by the stroke. Now, I don't know if this is a quirk or a feature, but if this mask object is a compound path, so I'll select it and hit Command 8. Now it's a compound path. I can click on the fill and select it. It's blocking my artwork right now because it's the top object. So with that mask selected, I'll send it to the back, but it keeps the appearance of the stroke being in the very front. Now I can select my artwork. I can still select my mask. It's just behind my artwork. So that's another huge time saver, and hopefully someone else finds that helpful. One last trick that I have been using, I don't know if I would call it a trick, it's just a keyboard shortcut I made. I noticed I had been wanting to use these buttons a lot, and it was just a lot of mouse movement. Maybe I'm lazy, but you can make a keyboard shortcut to toggle between selecting your clipping path and selecting your contents. So I used Command Shift Option P because I could not find a simpler keyboard shortcut that wasn't already in use. And it just toggles back and forth. So if I want to select all my contents, I can select my mask and then just hit Command Shift P. Now I have all my content selected. I can move it, reposition, or whatever. So if you want to do that, just hit Command Shift Option K to open up the keyboard shortcuts. Go to Menu Commands, and you can just search Content. Under Clipping Mask, you'll find Edit Contents. Just click here and type in whatever shortcut you want. Hit OK, and it'll ask if you want to save your shortcuts. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.